I'm a big DB. Smash, did you see IGN is covering adult toys now on their YouTube channel? The best next gen sex toys and gaming sex toys we saw at CES. I'll bite.
We're going to be at CES. We might as well check out the toys. And I'm not talking Legos, but we are staying bricked up. I'm not here to kink shame anyone either, but we're going to check out these toys and show y'all what it's all about.
What the? A handy VR experience?
The most intricate thing we found was the Handy 2 Pro. And this is a stroker, if you will, where it has a sleeve that attaches to the motorized device magnetically, and you can control the speed and the stroke length. And if you want to get down real nasty, then you can overclock it. What does it mean to overclock it, though? Well, you have to go into the app and essentially...
You mean overclock it, right?
Void your warranty. The app will ask you, like, hey, if you're going to overclock it, just know that we are not liable for any damage, and you got to know what you're getting into.
But damage to the product or damage to your body?
And so long as you consent to that, you can set it to go up to 10 strokes per second, that is. But at that point, it's kind of just a vibrator. The folks showing off the Handy 2 Pro actually let us do that. Not use it for real, but we saw a demonstration of it moving, and yeah, it's the stroke length is like hella short, and it goes.
I gotta be honest. I understand they're reporting on the news and stuff, but this guy is really into this.
Up and down like really fast, but at that point I'm like, I don't know if that's how I get down, but if y'all do, that's cool. And you can do that with the Handy 2 Pro. But that's not all there is to it. The folks at Handy also sell a bunch of different sleeves.
You know what's interesting here? The likes to dislike. That is fascinating. Fascinating.
And the different sleeves give you different sensations, of course. And there are a few for training your stamina. And there are other ones that are supposed to feel like other acts that you can do. And there's another one where you can attach rings that have different resistance at different points of the stroker. So, if there's a certain spot you want to hit, you could probably do that with the Handy 2 Pro. And like many of the devices that we've seen here and in recent years, you can connect them remotely. And honestly, for long distance relationships, it is kind of a nice perk. I'm not gonna lie, one of the more interesting things about the Handy 2 Pro as well is that you can sync it up to video. Now, I tested it myself with a Safe for Work demo. I put on a VR headset, and we have like one of those head scratcher things, but I put my knee against it. So the demo had a woman moving the head scratcher thing on your knee. And so I was looking down with the VR headset, and it was almost synced one-to-one. It was really odd because I've never used anything like that before, but if you make the logical extension to the toys that you are using, that's kind of creative. Now, syncing devices to video isn't necessarily new, but I think the fidelity...
I do think that there is a future in this stuff down the road. As cringy as a lot of this is, there is something to this stuff. There is.
And the sort of sensation
he tested it.
can...
Hopefully they cleaned it before he tested it and after.
Get from syncing both devices and the video that you're watching is kind of creative. So all the sleeves are sold separately from Handy, and you can check that out if you are interested. But the Handy 2 Pro is out now, and it goes for $499. Tag your friend. We also saw some gaming related stuff from the folks at Motor Bunny. There is a USB-C attachment that you could plug into a controller, and it'll read the vibrations and the gyroscopic.
Guys, this is 1,000,000% going to be used on Twitch streams with girls, like guaranteed, and connected it with donations, and to keep it above board and not let them know. They're not going to actually say anything about it. It's just going to be one of those unspoken things.
Motion controls to then send signals to other devices that connect through Motor Bunny and the Fluffer app, but you can also pair them directly so you don't have to mess with any settings or anything, but you can customize the sensation, speed, intensity, all that. We also saw a penetrative device that sticks out through the device itself and will react based on the games that you are playing through the Fluffer app, and that thing could get really intense. But overall, these are creative ways.
Wait, that was a penetrator. How would this dude know? You know what? I don't want to know, actually. Never mind.
To integrate gaming in your private life. I mean, of course, we had to go see Lovense. We saw a bunch of different things from them. There's an anime AI companion avatar thing, but we got to see the demo, and it's a little primitive. I don't think it's doing anything necessarily innovative. You could ask it to control the settings on the sleeve that you can get from Lovense, but I don't know. I'm not convinced that this is going to necessarily innovate in your private life. Lovense also has a suite of games that will connect to other devices that will vibrate and perform different actions based on what's happening in the game. One of the more creative ideas as well is that the Mission 2 penetrative device can be used as a game controller through their app. It wasn't quite as responsive.
You know what? Again, I don't want to know.
As I would have liked, but it's more of a novelty than anything else. You know, I don't think you're buying this to be used as a pro controller or anything like that. But hey, if you can figure out a way to up your game, more power to you. But like many of Lovense's devices, if you're in a long distance relationship, this is a nice way to keep things spicy. Trust me, we covered so much more here at CES. So here's a tip. Stick with IGN.com for all your coverage at CES 2026.
Just a tip? What the hell did I just watch? I'm telling you, like, these controllers, there's going to be like speed runs with only those controllers. You just wait. Probably on restricted websites, but still. Thank you. I'm a big DB. Yes, now I have seen it. Yo, can this get you banned? It's on IGN's website, on their YouTube channel. Their YouTube channel has 20 million subscribers, and their video has 13,000 views. So if it gets me in trouble, there's bigger problems because they blurred everything out. It was all above board. Tanya says, report that video. It's Sergio over voltage. It happens. T1 billion X. A little too into this. Okay. Disliking the stream. There you go. 20 million sub channel, barely getting 10K views a video and moving to sex toys. It's a great point, Bob Ross. Like, I'm looking at it right now as you were saying that. I'm like 20 million subscribers and they're getting 3,000 to 4,000 views. Sometimes they get like 40,000 views or 10,000 views. Like, they probably make a good amount of money, but for the amount of subscribers it has, God, some of these videos are terrible on the views. It's crazy. But some of them doing well too, so yeah, hit or miss. But yeah, 20 million subscribers. Like Monster says, make it stop. The Lady Dixon, what the fuck? I'm out. I'm not watching this fucking garbage. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting us know. I'm just trying to keep people posted on the latest and greatest in the video game world and technology and beyond. The Lady Dixon. I apologize if I offended you. I hope I didn't lose you forever. But in your honor, I'll play a 6-second video.